You want me to look at this on the daily?
Market acknowledging the Fed doesn't really control financial conditions.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
Israel saying they're assessing the accuracy of info that 3 hostages have been killed, and it holds Hamas responsible for the security of Israeli hostages. They're assessing the accuracy of those reports.
Let's see here. I'm gonna pull it up.
Market saying that market inflation expectations have come down
It pulled right
significantly
into
over the
1
last
hour
few weeks.
200. What else we got here? Daily chart. Yeah, daily chart looks good. 168.80s all the way down to like 166 for sure, and then 164. Yeah, this looks good. Are you already in it? Yeah. On. Yeah, it is today. It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But a momentum move that was breaking down through some supports. Yeah. A pivot. Oh, a stop? No, I was gonna make money or not. That you can just tell the momentum, the way that the NQ was flushing like that. So you always have your levels, right? You always have your levels, but then if you get a momentum move across the market like that, where it's just sinking, you can go to those stocks where it's like, oh shit, this is already breaking down, or this is losing a level, and you can ride that momentum. A stop? No, I was gonna make money or not. I mean, like, yeah, like fuck. Yeah. Mm. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't don't think. Don't think. Don't think. It's gonna drive you crazy. Don't think. I mean, it's
Tyson
just
Foods noting they've opened
end of
the
the day.
new
Just look at it like
fully
this.
cooked food production
What time
plant in
did you get in?
Virginia will
God damn
drive
it!
growth. Be one
Stupid
of the
man,
company's most
bro.
automated plants to date, making the deployment of
What time did you
innovation
get in?
pilots and prototypes at scale. It's a 325,000 square foot
Okay.
facility.
Okay. So
Created nearly
any close
400 new
over the 5 or
jobs.
10 day moving average? Any close over the 5 or 10 day moving average on a 5-minute time frame? That's your out. Mm-mm. No.
Unit of PureTech, PRTC, they are announcing US FDA Drug Administration accepting a new drug application for their CAR XT. This is for the treatment of schizophrenia. The PDUFA date being set for September 26, 2024, therefore, Papa Romeo Tango Charlie.
All right, buddy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. The upside? Or its financials. It financials. Banks are screaming today. Bank of America is screaming. Goldman Sachs is up $5. Yeah, banks are screaming. They're bringing all the IWMs up. Yeah, J.P. Morgan. Let's see. Johnny Damon was making all kinds of comments today. He's up to 1% on the day. Yeah, banks are up today. So financials are strong. All right, I got another day traded on that stupid account that's waiting to get funded. So that one.
Sweden going to be selling $2.5 billion in bonds on December 6th. Sweden.
All right, so let's kind of recap of just what happened right now. We'll put in a big pop off the open, right? We were gapping up. We put in that extended run, and then the bears kind of finally were able to trap those longs off the open. So if I look at the 5-minute time frame, we lost a linear regression in the 5 SMA at around 144. We came down to the 10 SMA at 115, and then we bounced off of the 20 SMA on the 1 hour time frame at around 89s. Okay, 89s. That's where we're at. We're at that support at 89s. 5-minute time frame, I've got the same chart set up, kind of looking at all the moving averages, but I've got these pivot points and resistance and supports. When we trapped, we lost that 20 SMA. That 20 SMA setup was at 16,160. That went right down to the 50 at 140, so maybe at 20 points there. Flushed that out, came down to the next support, which was linear regression at 119. So that could have been a profit taking
Larkin continuing to speak here, saying that once we get to that 2% inflation goal, we can have a conversation on potentially adjusting the target.
So that's where it's at now. What I would be looking for is met is at yesterday's lows. Still got one on that thing.
WTI crude futures are trading near the lows of the session here, 75.85, down 56 cents. It's coming off a new low ahead of the DOE weekly inventory data. We are looking for a draw of about 900,000 barrels in crude and 400,000 barrels in distillates and a build of 200,000 barrels in gasoline.
Yeah. So now we've broken that 20 SMA on the 1 hour chart and the 200 on the 5-minute chart. We've put in these new lows here. 84s is going to have room down to 50s on the 1 hour time frame. So if this gets confirmed, you could be looking at another 20, 25 points down. We're still positive on the NASDAQ, so it definitely has room to come down. It's not like this move is overextended or anything by any means at all. I mean, the market's been up for a month and a half. So if you think that it can't go lower, the market might prove to you that it might be time to go lower. Netflix is. Spready. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That a boy, Biggs. Fucking nice day, huh? You've been waiting for that fucking day. Crack a beer is what you're telling me. Well, you got lessons? You got lessons today? Yeah, those are always good, huh, Biggs? 30 minutes until the next hour candle opens up. I will be looking for a little bit of the market to kind of bounce up here just a little bit, get rejected, and then lose these lows. So for me on the futures, 16,084. If we lose those lows, I've got room down to 58.60. You know, I've got 20 points there, which I'll try to capture on and see if we want to hit that. I'd like to see a little bit of a pop here, maybe 20, 25 points, get rejected, and then roll back through again. That'd be a nice setup.
Colombia's VR saying core Colombian inflation has slowed less than expected. Barkin, when asked again about lower rates, saying you need to be confident inflation is headed back to the target.
We're pinched. Biggs, you fucking hate being pinched. Yeah.
Under 20 seconds or so here to the release of the EIA weekly inventory data, looking for modest build in both crude and small gasoline and a drawdown of about 800,000 distillates.
And there you go, Biggs.
Distillate inventories plus 5.2 million barrels.
Some numbers.
Crude inventories up 0.36%, plus 1.6 million barrels, and gasoline plus 1.8 million. Again, plus across the board for inventories, refinery run rate at 89.6%.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we're stockpiled up, so price is gonna come down. You're fucking long. I don't know if it's good or bad, dude. I don't know. I don't keep track of that. Yeah, I still got a little bit of that with you too over there, Big. Still held some of that.
We did see that move lower in crude futures into this data, and it's been a build across the board there for the weekly oil inventory data. Total domestic production was flat at 13.2 million barrels.
Big, did you get your coffee yet today?
Total exports rose to 11.5 million barrels in the week.
How about that muffin, Biggs? You've been staying away from those fucking muffins, huh? Oh, shit, Biggs. I thought you said the weather's cooling down over there. Them motherfuckers went into hibernation. They're back. Yeah. Where's your kid's little plant at? A little fly eating plant. What's it called? Yeah, bring that sucker out there. Catch a couple flies. Yeah, see? Gotta start thinking. She was looking for a fly last week. It was fucking 30 degrees. I mean, now, heating up a little bit. Things over there soaked.
Taking a look at market internals, NYC volume 17% above its 1-month average. Advancers lead decliners by 3.2 to 1. Nasdaq volume 11% above its 1-month average. Advancers lead decliners by 2.7 to 1. VIX index trading higher by 1.5% at 1288.
So perfect bounce so far for the bulls here off the 1 hour 20 SMA, reclaiming the 10 SMA. 5-minute time frame, still got some resistance all the way up to 142. Like to see it get over 142 if you're going to get any type of continuation to the upside. Any type of bounce into 140s that gets rejected, it's coming right back down. And you can either play
Barkin saying the U.S. presidential election in 2024 does not at all have any effect on Fed policy.
1684 to the downside to get confirmed. But right now, sit on your freaking tush. Unless you took an aggressive scalp bounce off this 200, then maybe you want to think about taking profits here into supply. Yeah, nice bounce, but not good enough, you know. Smoke and mirrors, Biggs. I ain't trusting these guys just yet. Yeah, ain't shaking shit. These guys ain't shaking nothing. So stay patient right now. Hopefully everyone was able to make a little bit of money on that slide. I don't know who's still in the room, but 3 putts awake, hopefully. Hopefully took a little bit of that slide. Shifting. No, he said he wasn't awake for that. Shifting gears is still scared to trade over there. Just take the trade. Maybe they're not updating the amount of days that he has traded in his prop firms. How about Rhythmic? When you log into Rhythmic, is it showing your balance there? Oh, you didn't. Yeah. Rhythmic's kind of good because it kind of gives you what that trailing drawdown limit is. That way you can just see how far off you are. Oh, so I know. How much size did you put on that trade that you had?
For BALN in Switzerland, we're seeing a press report that activist Sevian is potentially showing interest in the name. Probably off Lima November in Switzerland.
Here we go, Biggs. Finger on the trigger. Meta. You want more? You want more? I got one left. Oh no, I sold all Meta. Yeah, no, I'm out of Meta, man. I sold it all. Yeah, no sense in looking at it now. I'm already out of it. Yeah. Zucky. Caught him for a little scratch. Yeah, I seen that. Oh yeah, getting a little frothy up here, Biggs. Yeah. It's my worst performing trading stock. Year to date, yeah, like to be honest, I think that I'm negative. I'm negative on the year on Meta solely. My big earners this year is Nvidia, obviously. Tesla's number 2. I've made some decent money on Apple this year, Amazon. But yeah, Meta for me that's in the red. So I'm losing when I trade that stock more times than not. But the big dogs for me have performed well. Yeah. I missed my short on Nvidia by like 30 cents. I was waiting for it to get to 488 to short it. It only got to 487.60s and then dropped all the way to 481. Son of a gun. Didn't give it to me, Biggs. Tesla's pulling all the way back too. Nothing there though. I wouldn't want to short this thing at support. What else we got? What's Apple doing? A little walk around the park, Biggs. Little walk around the club. Oh, that one. That was the one that hit that resistance level up here at 192, all the way down to 190.70. It was a good move. That was a good move on Apple. Good reversal. See if this Nasdaq wants to lose a 200 SMA again here on the 5-minute time frame. And confirm those lows that we put in below that. At 16,084. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oops. Yeah. I don't know. It's got to lose. It's got to confirm this 474.42, and that has room to 473. Anything under 473 is going to have some room to go. It's at support here though. Yeah, it's at support. Let me see. I didn't look at the daily. Oh yeah. Yeah, if it starts losing that 473, it's got a hell of a lot of room down. Yeah, I mean it's moved 6 today. 328. Yeah. From here, I would say the next stop is 328. So you you just sit in this thing until 328 from here. You don't even get shaken out of this thing until it hits 328. Yeah, that I mean, your next support's around 330, but maybe you can take a little size off of there and then just hold those runners. I don't know if you want to go. Have you sold anything? I don't know if you want to hold full position on it all the way to 328. You want to definitely take something up. Yeah, see, you're definitely going to want to take something because it will bounce before it gets to 328. So yeah, it's not gonna do that today. Its average true range is around $7, so it's pretty it's pretty much there
Introil
for today.
IOX reporting their third quarter
So if anything,
third
we
quarter
lost
results,
yesterday's
saying their
lows,
net production in
overshot
the
it.
first
Now it
9 months
bounces a
was
little bit and then confirms these lows
178,034
into
barrels of oil
328
equivalent,
tomorrow or the next day,
down
or
from
whatever.
223,000. Revenues were 16.4 million.
Yeah. And tomorrow it might move up though. It might be like 329.
Looks like
Yeah.
an additional disclosure here. They did report third quarter EBITDA and revenue earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
For NVIDIA, the CEO Jensen Huang speaking with Andrew Ross Sorkin live at the Deal Book Summit. Remember Victor Delta Alpha. At 45 minutes to the European cash equity close. European bourses mostly in the green. The FTSE 100 lagging today, down about 0.5% to a third of a percent gain in the CAC, and the DAX up about 1.25% after that cooler than expected inflation reading out of Germany and a host of other countries there across Europe.
Brand?
Bond yields remain lower across the continent. The German 10-year is down 6. The Italian 10-year is down 7 basis points on the day. The U.S. 30-year remains below 4.3%.
I didn't even pull it up today. I just took a little scout bounce play here. Green candle taking out red off the floor here, using a low as a stop. Yeah, fuck them. Let's see what. Yeah, let's see. Fuck them. They have no problem taking my money, Biggs. Oh, look at it go. Gosh darn it. Are we pinched, Biggs?
Zentech ZTAK
Shit.
reporting on successful testing of an aptamer against Omicron. Zulu Tango Echo Kilo.
No? Okay. I just want to know if...
Vivos Therapeutics making new highs on the day, up more than 250% now after announcing that sleep apnea product in the pre-market. So the NVIDIA CEO saying saying thinks it is possible we will reach some form of artificial general intelligence within the next 5 years.
NVIDIA CEO saying that he thinks that they were going to reach some form of artificial intelligence, general artificial intelligence, in the next 5 years. Have fucking walking robots walking around there, Biggs. Yeah, imagine that shit, Biggs. Can't make heads or tails of what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, reminds me of that show. I don't know if you caught it, Biggs. It was on. I think it was on HBO called Westworld. You seen that show? Yeah, and all they had. Yeah. You gotta go watch that show because that was a hell of a show. But yeah, they had some of those fucking AI people. You couldn't tell who heads or tails of what's going on there. Hey, did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, that was a hell of a show, huh? What was it? Clementine? Clementine was one of them. Clementine, Maeve. Yeah, you couldn't make heads or tails of what the fuck was going on in that fucking show. You had that old actor. Oh, I'm telling you. That was a great show. Oh. Yeah, that was a good little bounce off that 200 there. Look at it go. Let's see what our So again, I pull up some Fibonacci retracements on this. We've got 50% retracement sitting at around 16,145, which is matching up with my resistance 2 level on the pivot points, as well as this 50 and 20 SMA on a 5-minute time frame. So yeah, if anything, we got a little bit more room to kind of scream higher here. That 61 in an 8 retracement levels is a big level that they respect to as well. So between 130 and 145, expect it to get a little bit more choppy in this range. We'd really have to get over 145, break that, hold it, and then push higher to go long. And then obviously we can think about going short again through like 100, and then obviously the lows of 84. So other than that, just kind of sit on your stump. I like levels that everyone's looking at that are matching up the same, you know, that way you kind of know where people are, what they're thinking. Just pivot points. Yeah, so go to studies, go to add study, go down to, or yeah, go to all studies. Yeah, it's just the pivot points. I know they got persons pivots, they got all kinds of shit in there. Yeah, just pivot points. Throw that on your chart and take a gander. Yeah, so you have your pivot point, which is yesterday's high and low times the average price or something.
Google
times 3, I don't know, some bullshit like that. That's your pivot
reportedly,
point, and then it gives you
the government of Canada is on the verge of reaching a deal with
2 levels of resistance
Google
based on
over
that
Bill
pivot point price from
C-18.
yesterday. So
Note here at the top
if I was to
of the hour,
look at,
11
if I was
o'clock,
to
when
look
look out for
at
some
the
Russian
Qs,
October
right, 'cause you're
industrial
looking at
production,
Qs.
retail
If I
sales,
was to look
cargo
at
shipment, and
Qs,
employment data.
right, if I look at the Qs, you have yesterday's pivot down at 389. Okay, so 389 is way down there, obviously. So you have your resistance 1 at around 392, and you got resistance 2 at 393.30. You got your pivot point at 389. So anything below 389.90s, close below that, could come down to support 1 at about 388.64, and then below that it's 386.59. These pivot points won't move. They won't move either. Like they're not going to move like moving averages. They just stay on your chart. So generally you get some type of reaction.
Russian retail
around
sales
these.
at 12.7% above the 11.7% expected. Unemployment rate at 2.9% versus 3.1% expected.
So and look at where we kind of came up to. We broke that 392. Yeah. 394, 390. I got it at 393.28. That's your resistance 2. So this is an old school fucking indicator. Like this is old school from going back to when guys were still trading on the floor. But these old school levels is, generally speaking, like there's a mathematic behind it. I'll have to figure it out, but it's like, I think it's like 55% chance in the day that we at least test or touch the pivot point. And then if you like, so let's say you're long off the pivot into resistance 1, it's like a 60% chance that we test or touch it at least once. Resistance 2, it's like a 33% chance or something like that. So typically speaking, if let's say we're running high, like we were today, we were over yesterday's pivot, we ran high today over resistance 2, consolidated sideways. Once you start to lose that resistance 2 level, look at what happened. I mean, it flushed, right? Which is, you know, it came all the way down to the next level, the next resistance, and then now we're stuck right in the middle at the low of the pivot. So if we do confirm this pivot of 391, maybe we start coming down towards that 390, 389. Which ones? No, that's just, yeah, that's just telling me every time we close over under the 20 SMA. So like if I'm scanning through charts and I'm like, oh shit, I got a little red arrow here, it's just gonna tell me, hey, we just closed under the 20, or we just closed over the 20. So like I just use it as just extra, like, so my eyes gravitate towards those. So like if I was just looking at the Qs now, it's in an active 20 play. Yes, right? It's in an active 20 play. There's no real setup here based on the 20s. On the 20 setups, it was an active 20 play going to around 393.03, and it dropped all the way down to 391.18. That was a hell of a move. That was the one you caught? You caught that one? Or no? Yeah, that was a great move. Yeah, on the Qs. No. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You had to wait. Yeah, you waited a little. You got a better entry, but you just had to wait a little bit longer. You started licking your fucking chops. Yeah. Yeah, and you almost pissed your pants the next candle after that because it came right up to that level almost, and then, you know. What'd you sell into to take profits? Uh, and there you go. Yeah, so that's how you, yeah. Mm. Yeah, why is it pushing up?
For the U.S. banking industry, the FDIC has released an Inspector General review of material losses related to First Republic Bank. There's more reviewing here on the troubled bank that was taken out earlier this year, back in the spring. The review determined that the FDIC missed opportunities to take earlier supervisory actions and downgrade First Republic Bank component ratings.
I'd like to catch one more short today, Biggs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they won't move either. So yeah, they'll just stay there.
And for the hedge fund world, Jeff Ubben's Inclusive Capital is reportedly winding down. This is after just 3 years of operation there for that well-known hedge fund.
No, these are just straight lines. Yeah. It's just basically another way to play supply and demand. That's all it is. Supply and demand. But I mean, like you know, no, yeah. I'd like to lose these lows here. There you go, Biggs. What'd that dog stock do today? Mm. Mm-hmm. You looking at the EMPH chart? No. Look at the if you look at the 5 minute, look at the pivots when we lost the resistance 1, right? We lost that pivot point, pulled down, middle of the range, bounced, got stuffed at the pivot point again, and then came back down again. So it just kind of helps a little bit more, like confluence, like a little bit more clarity. Because like there was a 20. Yeah. Yeah, you got a whole lot of shit going on there, Biggs. Yeah, it helps. I'm telling you, it helps. Oh, chili. It's looking good, huh? Yeah, though. Yeah, I gotta sit in that thing for a month before I make any money on it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I gotta start doing. What are you, you're in short, long? I haven't looked at the chart in years. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nasdaq's getting below this 20 SMA on a 1 hour. Real close to this low of day here. There it goes. If anyone was waiting on that 84s, there it goes. There it fucking goes. There it fucking goes. So we got room to 58s. Take some of that fucking action off the table on that, Biggs. Put caught some of that action. He caught some of that action. Didn't fucking sell, bouncing on him right now. Who's that? Who's chiming in? Hey, Mike, you caught some money on that? That a boy. There you go. Now we're talking. That's what we're talking about right here. Yeah, I know. There we go. Three Putt's talking or something. I can't hear shit. His little thing was lighting up like a freaking blowfish. But I didn't hear nothing. Short? Fuck, man. Can I make some money on this thing right now? Coming in late to the party here. Let's see. You've been chammering about this thing all morning. Let's see. We're coming right into these lows here at 18 bucks. But look at the daily on that thing. You see the daily on that sucker? Contracts are dirt cheap too. Probably have to give this to next week though, no? That'd be smarter. Yeah, see. I'm gonna take $18 puts, but for next week though. Gotta go heavy on size. 25 of them. Being for about $3,000. But the daily chart looks shot. Alright. Yeah. 16, yeah. Oh, look at that move through that 84, man. That was the move. A little bit of support here. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks, Pigs. I just got in. What the fuck, dude? You told me to get into a. You told me to get into a stock, dude, and you're getting out. All right. Yeah, you've been talking about it all morning. All right. Putt's over there laughing at you, Putt. You big. Yeah, I'm out. Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. Yeah, a little bit of support here on the Qs or on the Nasdaq at 58, guys. Below that, 40s. 5-minute time frame, 42. I'm looking at here. Your bounce spot would be back into that 84 level that we just lost, as high as 90s. Yeah, what, 10 fucking shares? All right. You got a couple thousand of those things, I'm hoping. 20 lots, huh? Fucking A, look at this guy. All right. Yeah. There you go. All right, yeah, just let me make a little bit of money on this, buy myself a coffee or something, you know? I'm up 60 bucks on him. Nope, 12.50 now. Yeah, nothing, Bix. All right, so let's see what we got here. Yesterday's highs. Oh, look at that son of a bitch. Look at that thing go! Oh, look at it go. Little fucking bit of patience. That 84 level we were chammering about, from 84 down to 48. It's almost 40 points on that move. That's someone's day right there. Guys like us, that's barely scratching the surface, Biggs. We want more. Still looking for another trade. So, yeah, we've got support here on the NASDAQ coming in hot, but I don't know. I probably shouldn't even trade anymore. Let me hear from around the room. Putz, are you green today, or you haven't taken a trade? Is it who's green in the room? Biggs is green. Who else is? You're getting green. Okay. Shifting gears, still waiting to hear back from Apex. I don't know if he's taking any trades. You're missing all the fucking fun today, dude.